Hello friends. Caesar's eyes were filled with fear as he lay in the mud, his once proud body now frail and defeated. His fur was thin, and patches of skin could be seen through it, and his ribs seemed to press painfully against his skin. His master was tired of him, an old dog, too weak to work or protect, and now unnecessary. But Caesar did not give up. Every evening, as the sun set over the city, he wandered to the same street corner, lying at the feet of passers-by. His sad, tear-stained eyes begged for help, but not for food or shelter, but only for one thing, money. Money to stop the cruel fate that awaited him at the hands of his master. One evening, a kind-hearted man approached him, touched by Caesar's silent pleading. The dog looked up at him with a quiet, desperate look. With a heavy heart, the man reached into his pocket, counting each coin before going to the address where Caesar's owner was waiting. The deal was simple, a certain amount of money, and Caesar would be free. When the deal was done, the old man felt a deep pain in his chest, as if buying Caesar's life was worth the price he could never truly pay. But it was done. The next day, Caesar went to the vet. The doctor, though gloomy, gave hope. "He's old, but with proper care, he can handle it." After a few days, Caesar began to show slight signs of improvement. He could stand, though unsteadily, and even took his first tentative steps in the garden. The man smiled at the sight, watching the dog explore the new world around him, with a small shy smile on his face. Caesar was finally happy, safe, and loved. But the next week, the world was disrupted by a phone call. It was Caesar's former owner. "I have another one," he said coldly, "a weak, sick puppy. I need to sell it." The man's heart sank. He couldn't ignore the call for help, not after what he saw in Caesar's eyes. The puppy needed surgery, and it was urgent. The shelter took the puppy, naming him Volga. She was exhausted, barely able to move, her tiny body struggling to survive. The vet worked quickly, and soon the puppy was riding in a wheelchair, her spirit returned, and her tail was wagging with joy. When Volga and Caesar met for the first time, their bond was instant. Two souls, both saved from despair, are now side by side, with wide smiles on their faces. Together they explored the orphanage, every corner of which is filled with hope and promise of the future. Hello friends. A young married couple, Corinne and Alex Martin, decided to get a pet. They considered several dog breeds, but still the choice fell on the golden retriever. The couple took a beautiful girl from the nursery, who was named Lily. At first, the baby behaved like an ordinary healthy puppy, ran around the house merrily and played with toys. However, after 3 months, the couple began to notice that the dog often began to relieve himself. After going to the vet, it turned out that Lily had a serious disease, kidney dysplasia. At the end of the examination, the doctor upset Corinne and Alex even more, telling them that the puppy would not live more than a year. The couple were dejected by the news they heard, but they decided for themselves, since Lily had so little left, then let her live this short time as best as possible. For the sake of their pet, they moved from the USA to the Hawaiian Islands, where their pet enjoys a heavenly dog life. She surfs on the waves or just swims in the ocean, drinks her favorite drink Pappuccino, which tastes like cappuccino, and basks in the sun. Lily likes swimming so much that she practically does not get out of the water, and the owners nicknamed her Sea Dog. The dog's illness did not go away, although he was given acupuncture and massage courses. Due to frequent urination at night, he has to sleep in a diaper. But despite this and the veterinarian's pessimistic forecasts, Lily has already lived 4 happy years. During this time, the couple became parents of a charming daughter and a sturdy son. The Shaggy pet was able to become a wonderful babysitter for kids. These are the miracles that true love and care can do. Hello friends. A man happened to be passing by an abandoned house, not expecting to be shocked by the rotten door. It was an old, skinny dog, lying quietly curled up in a small, narrow cage full of dust and cobwebs. There was no barking, not even a struggle, and when the dog saw him, it only raised its head slightly and tears began to flow soundlessly. They were not tears of fear, but of resentment accumulated over months of loneliness, a feeling that cannot be expressed in words. The dog used to be a member of the family that lived here, but since they left, she was left alone and waited in vain. Over the years, his devotion remained unchanged. Even though the place was cramped and time damaged, even though the stomach was hungry, even though the body was in ruins, it still wouldn't leave the place it once called home. The man couldn't turn away, as if he couldn't see anything. He carefully pulled the dog out of the rotten cage, feeling the painfully thin body under the matted fur. After returning home, he began shaving off his fur, which formed thick, crusty patches covered with scabies and fleas. Every movement of the razor made his heart ache because of the rough, damaged skin and the body, which was only the skin and bones of an animal. It took the man more than an hour to finish half of it, and when he saw that the dog was tired, he stopped to bring her food. And for the first time in months, or maybe even years, the animal got real food. The dog's eyes lit up with life. She tilted her head and greedily began to eat, as if afraid that someone would take her away. Then the man continued to wash the dog, apply medicine to it and wipe it. He also prepared a new, soft and clean mattress for him. From that day on, he and his family took care of the dog with all sincerity and warm love. Despite the pain and the broken heart, the dog continues to walk every day with a kind look and a smile. He always looked at people with eyes full of immense gratitude, as if expressing wordless gratitude to the one who saved him. In just 10 days, the skin disease had almost disappeared, and the first hairs began to grow on the emaciated body. He was no longer shivering from cold, pain, or fear. The man took the dog for a walk from time to time, helping her get used to the sunlight and the world around her. I hope that a wonderful life out there will be able to heal a heart that has been wounded to such an extent that it has lost all hope. From now on, this dog will no longer have to wait for anyone, because she has been accepted, loved, and she really has a home.